Hi everyone! Today I have this package from GMarket to unbox, specifically from the retailer Starship Square. And if you've seen some of my previous unboxings, you may know there's really only one thing I buy from Starship Square, and that is MONSTA X albums and merchandise. They usually offer pre-order benefits that are exclusive to that web shop, so I usually end up buying at least one set of albums from there when MONSTA X has a comeback. So today we have MONSTA X's 9th mini album, One of a Kind, and once again it does come in 4 different versions. Those versions are quite a bit smaller height-wise than their last few releases. They went back to the square shape, but that they haven't used since the Connect, I believe. They are slightly different packaging style. They've been sticking with like book style packaging for quite a while, and this looks like it's more of a sleeve, which is not my favorite packaging style, but still I appreciate an attempt to switch it up, especially this late into the game for them. And this is version 1, version 2, 3, and 4. And as you can see, they're kind of like dice designs to go along with the title track Gambler. I'm super excited to take a look at these. I've managed to mostly avoid spoilers on the timeline, so I don't really know what these are going to look like. There's also a Kino Kit version that was released about a week or so after the initial album. I did pre-order that as well. We'll be doing an unboxing of that when it comes in. And as I said, Starship Square offered exclusive pre-order benefits. For each individual album purchased, you get a random member photo card. If you bought the set of 4 albums, you got a slightly different benefit, but I wanted the photo cards, so I opted not to purchase the albums in a bundle. As you can see here, I have 4 photo cards. Let's take a look at what these are. So these are really interesting. They are just, the card itself is a normal photo. That part is not holographic, but it has like a hollow border around it and then like a playing card design, which I think is super unique. I don't think I've ever seen another photo card quite like that before. And I got Shonu for this one. And that is what the back looks like, and all of the backs are the same. They don't have any members' names or anything like that. I also got Minhyuk, which is wonderful. For MONSTA X, I currently collect Minhyuk, Kihyun, and IM, so I'm hoping to pull their cards today. So I did get Minhyuk, which is awesome. Oh, and I got IM. That is a super cute picture, too. Oh my gosh, and I got Kihyun. I did not actually think I would pull all 3 of them because I only bought 4 albums this time. A lot of times when I order through Starship Square, I will buy enough albums to get the amount of pre-order benefits. But this time around, MONSTA X announced they were doing an online fan sign with my music taste during the pre-order period before the albums came out. So I ended up shifting my pre-order plan and buying more copies from my music taste instead of GMarket. I will also be doing a photo card reveal of all those albums when those come in. I did not, unfortunately, win the fan sign. I did not think I would with the amount of albums that I bought, but, you know, there's always that tiny bit of hope for something like that. But either way, it's super exciting that I actually did pull the 3 members that I collect, because obviously that wasn't guaranteed to happen. I did not expect it to, so that's a nice little surprise. So this is version 1 of the album. You can tell, first of all, because it says version 1 at the bottom and top, and secondly because it has a singular circle like the one side of a die. And yeah, we can see there are dice illustrations on the 4 corners, kind of setting that point in a bit more. This is the color scheme that all of the like packaging preview stuff was, so I was expecting all of the albums to be purple. So I was very surprised that they're actually all a different color. But I think that's fun. I like colorful albums, and I like the black and color contrast as well. It really makes the colors pop, I feel like. And the text is glossy. I don't know how well you can tell that on camera. The part that says MONSTA X one of a kind. That is what the spine looks like. It also tells you that it is version 1. I like the logo at the top there with mini album. That's really cute. One thing that's interesting to note is that nowhere on the packaging does it actually note that it's the 9th mini album. And so when the first teasers for this were coming out, I honestly didn't think it was going to be a Korean release, because those usually tell you the 8th mini album, 9th mini album, whatever. So I thought maybe it was going to be like an English EP or something. Nope, this was indeed a full Korean comeback. Just interestingly, they chose not to brand it with the number. Just put mini album instead. And on the back, we have 7 songs, which, like usual for a MONSTA X album, are all fantastic. Their music truly never lets me down. Another reason they're one of my longest lasting alt groups. We have the title track, Gambler, which is so good. If you liked Love Killa, I feel like you will love Gambler. It's like a perfect follow-up to that, while still being something new. I enjoy all of their title tracks to an extent, but Follow and Fantasia were not my favorites. They had me a little bit concerned about their musical direction going forward. The B-sides on both of those albums were fantastic, don't get me wrong. Their B-sides literally never disappoint me. But I felt like Love Killa and now Gambler are really a nice change in direction that I, for one, am really excited about. And I also feel like the members themselves are a lot more excited about these songs, because they actually campaigned for both Love Killa and Gambler to be the title track. Starship had other songs that they had in mind, and the members discussed it with them and were like, look, we'd really prefer to do this song as the title track. And then I'm so grateful Starship listened to them and let them do those songs. And Gambler is also the very first MONSTA X title track that was co-written by one of the members, which is a wonderful feat. Kind of wild that it took them this long into their career for that to happen, but it was well worth the wait. Like I said, Gambler is probably going to end up being one of my all-time favorite title tracks by them. I really, really enjoy it. And it was co-written by Honey. I believe he also co-wrote the second track, Heaven. And then we have Addicted, Secrets, which was co-written by Hyungwon, Bebe, which I believe is also co-written by Hyungwon, and Rotate, which was co-written by Changkyun, and is probably my favorite B-side on the album. I tend to like the songs that he writes for MONSTA X. They don't all sound the same, but they have just a special something that I feel like works really well. And then the 7th song is a bit of a bizarre inclusion, I feel like. It's the Korean version of Livin' It Up, which is one of MONSTA X's original Japanese songs. But that one was released as a single back in, I want to say it was 2018. It was quite a while ago. It was originally a 7-member song. It was while Wano was in the group. So I don't know why exactly they waited so long to put out a Korean version and why they chose to put one out now. It's one of my favorite of their Japanese songs. It's actually my favorite Japanese single, for sure. But yeah, I wish we had had a Korean version as OT7 instead of now. It seems like a weird choice. I'm not complaining about it because, like I said, I love the song, but it just felt like, why this now and why not 3 years ago when it came out, you know? But it's still a nice inclusion. But yeah, I definitely think that the first 6 songs are solid enough to stand on their own if you don't want to listen to a Korean version of Livin' It Up 3 years later. But if you do, it's a nice little bonus, I suppose. And that is what the other spine looks like. And I will try to go through this kind of quick, but it looks like a pretty thick photo book, so I don't know how quick this is going to be. And as I said, it is sleeve style packaging, so it slides right off. We have the photo book, and I'm assuming all the random goodies are behind it. And again, in true MONSTA X fashion, we have our version-specific random member photo card. We have a random unit photo card, and then a couple other inclusions that I don't totally remember what all they were, because they have a bunch of them. And then you also get a folded poster. I believe that's random member as well. Interestingly, they did not offer the full size pre-order posters that usually come with Korean albums. I'm not sure why. But let's look at the goodies first, and then we'll look through the photo book. So the first thing we have here is this paper ornament, which I feel like this is an inclusion that makes more sense for albums that come out around Christmas time. I don't really understand why we have ornaments in June, but I will probably just be leaving them in the sheet like this and maybe displaying them in a photocard binder. I don't think I will be punching these out to use as ornaments. But I got Shonu. And it looks like this might be themed to the version 3 concept, judging by the color. And then for the folded poster... Oh, I like the texture of this. Normally I expect folded posters to be like papery and matte, but this feels nice and glossy. Yeah, it is random member because I can tell this is just one person. Oh, and I also got Shonu. So I can't really show the whole thing with how my filming setup is right now. But I can show you what's about 2/3 of it. That's his face. And Shonu is actually presently on hiatus. He's not promoting with them. He recorded the album and shot the video and photo book and all of that first. Okay, so it looks like all of the other random goodies are going to be in here. I think this is the lyrics book, perhaps. Yes, we have our track listing again with our credits. Yes, this is the lyrics. We have the lyrics for Gambler, Heaven, and that looks like a very similar picture to the poster, if not the same one. We've got the lyrics for Addicted, Secrets. I wonder if this will be the same for all the different versions. Lyrics for Bebe, Rotate, the Korean version of Living It Up, and then our credits. Okay, so let's see who we got for our random goodies. Looks like we got Changhyun for this big card. Oh, that's cute. It has like handwritten messages from the other members on the back. I guess from them to Changhyun. That's a really cute idea. And then, let's see, we've got these stickers with different designs. And then the CD itself. And then our 2 photo cards. Okay, so the name is written on the back. Oh, we have a handwritten message again. That's fun. They don't usually do handwriting or signatures on the back of their photo cards. I think that's a cute bonus. So I did get Jew Honey. That is what his card looks like. And then for the unit card, I got Jew Honey and Shonu. So a lot of Jew Honey and Shonu in this album. I got Shonu's poster, ornament, and unit card. And Jew Honey's unit card and main photo card. I feel like those two are members that I pull quite a lot, but I think I've had a good ratio of all the members over the years. And now for the photo book. This one has kind of the main suit concept that I feel like they've used the most in the video and promotion so far. So the track list again. And then these black and white photos of the members with their names. Oh, and it looks like it tells you the pages that their pictures start on. That's fun. I've seen I think New East was the other group I've seen do that. We start with a group photo of all 6 of them at the table. And we've got Shonu. And I will say, personally, I'm not a huge fan of the suit concept. I feel like it's a little bit overdone right now, but these are really gorgeous photos. Yeah, this is definitely a nice, thick photo book, too. So we've got some unit photos of Minhyuk and Shonu together. Poor Minhyuk is, like, trapped in the crease. And we got Minhyuk. Which, he looks absolutely stunning in this photo shoot. Not that he doesn't always, but especially so. There's something almost vampiric about his photos, which I quite like. Like, if you're gonna do suits, make them have a vampire aura, and then they're much more exciting. I love this picture with Minhyuk lounging against the pool table. So cool. Another group photo. Kihyun, which if he doesn't look like he owns the place. I do appreciate how each of the suits were styled differently to fit each member's individual style. That is a plus for me. We've got Kihyun and Joo-honey. And then Joo-honey's solo shots. I love his eye makeup here. It's so dramatic and smoky. That's a gorgeous shot. You know what this kind of reminds me of? I think it was BAP's Japanese video for Excuse Me. It was definitely one of their Japanese releases. I feel like there was one that had kind of an elegant dinner concept like this. Or maybe that was Fly High. I think it's a little bit of both, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's like the jewels and the riches from Excuse Me with I think there was a dinner scene in Fly High. But it's been years since I've watched any of their content, so I could be very wrong. But I suddenly thought of that. And I like how they have the group photos in between the solo shots. This is a really well laid out photo book, I feel like. Got Youngwon. Oh! That hourglass, or one very similar to it, was in the Japanese video for Fantasia. Interesting. I think they give Youngwon hourglasses a lot, even when stuff doesn't seem to be lore related. Like, I felt like they had kind of dropped their lore after Follow. But maybe not, because he's been having a lot of hourglasses lately, and that would definitely call back to his time powers from Dramarama. I'd also like to say how gorgeous they all look with dark hair. Like, I love fun hair colors on idols, but I also really love just natural dark hair. Also, Jungkook's little ponytail, that is so cute. And we got IM's individual photos. Yeah, that long hair really, really suits him so well. I'm glad he decided to grow it out. Yes, I don't know what it is, just vampire vibes. I love it. And again, I love the composition of this photo book with like where they chose to put the blank spaces. Very pretty. And another group photo. Looks like we get some unit shots to finish out. So Shonu and Minhyuk, Hyungwon and I.M, and Kihyun and Juhani. Very nice. And I'm pretty sure I've mentioned this in other unboxings, but I really enjoy the trend lately to have the lyric books separate from the photo books. Because I feel like when they're all in one, sometimes the lyrics will like take away pages from the photo book. Or like the words will overpower a picture on a page. So I really like that right now you're getting like these nice standalone photo books with the lyrics in their own thing. Next up we have version 2, which is blue, and that is my favorite color, so I'm partial to this one. And I love how the cover is laid out differently. It's not just the exact same with like a second circle, it's completely different. It says one of a kind, MONSTA X, and we have the 2 circles, again like the 2 face on a die, and 2 dice in the corners. Yeah, I really enjoy the designs of these physical albums. That is what the spine looks like. Track list on the back once again. And that is the other spine. So again, I'm going to look at the random goodies first. I know I normally don't do that, but we're doing things a little bit differently today. Oh, and I got Minhyuk for this one, for the ornament. So that is awesome. I'm really excited to get to this photo book. I like this concept a lot from the teasers. And for the poster, I got Juhani. I hope between all the albums I bought that I can manage to pull all 6 of them, but we'll see. And then let's see. I'm really curious if this is going to have different photos as well. Oh wow, it actually does. That's a surprise. Usually the lyric books will just repeat images, but even these are totally different for each version. That's really cool. So we've got the lyrics for Gambler, again, Heaven, Addicted. Oh, and here's all our random stuff. It's at a different spot this time. So we can see I got Shonu for the photo card, and that is such a Shonu selfie. Beautiful. For the large card, I got Hyungwon this time. And for the unit card, I got Kihyun and Juhani. Very cute. Wow, even the sticker designs are different. The attention to detail this time around is really next level. I appreciate that. Got lyrics for Secrets, which I forgot to mention earlier, is actually all in English, which is very interesting. The decision to put an all-English song on a Korean album instead of saving it for maybe a future US release. Interesting choice. I wonder if that, like, if they're gonna do something with it, or it just happened to be written in English and they just kept it that way. Suppose we'll find out. The lyrics for Bebe. Rotate. And Living It Up. Credits. And CD. And then the photo book, which I feel like these are showing up a lot brighter on camera than they are in person. In person, it's a lot more of a subtle blue. start off with a group picture, and poor Shono is stuck in the crease. This photo shoot I'm really excited for because one of the members actually shared on Fan Cafe, I think it was, that they shot this the same place that they filmed the Hero music video, which Hero was actually the song that got me into MONSTA X back in the day, so that is really nostalgic for me. And it's so crazy because I remember their third mini album coming out and how exciting that was. Now they're on mini album number 9. Yeah, I like this concept much better than the suits, personally. The suits are nice too, but this is just more the fashion style that I personally prefer. So I'll show you again. And this is where you see kind of the, I think it was CIA plot for the music video. With their briefcases and stuff like that. Top secret mission stuff. Very cool. That's a cool picture. Got Minhyuk. Black hair really is one of my favorite hair colors on him. He looks so stunning. I feel like I'm not saying much, but like, what is there to say other than how beautiful he looks? And I don't want to just sound like a broken record saying that over and over. He's so gorgeous. I love this group picture. They just have a threat. They're just standing there, or sitting there, and they have such a threatening aura. I love it. Got Kihyun. Again, just so pretty. All of them, truly. And the little thigh harnesses on Kihyun's pants are such a cool detail, too. Honey. Love his eye makeup here again. MONSTA X really were pioneers of harnesses and K-pop fashion, and I feel like they do not get enough credit for that. Youngwon. Again, so pretty. I sound like a broken record, but it's true. I love his gloves. I love when they give Youngwon really long gloves like that. It's just so cool to me. I don't know what it is about his outfit that I love, but I love it. I hope they do a music show performance in these at some point. Chungkin's outfit is so cool too. Love his little hat. Got his solo photos. Yeah, that outfit is so cool. It's like a super spy or something. I love it. So so pretty. Again, Hyungwon there. And we've got some more unit photos. I'm only halfway through. I still have 2 more versions to go through, but honestly, I feel like I can very safely say this is my favorite comeback from them in a decent while. I mean, I've really enjoyed all of their comebacks. Now, that's not to say that I haven't, but I feel like everything is just on point this time around. The songs, the video, the styling, the physical packaging, and yeah, there are some styling choices that I'm not the biggest fan of, like the suits, but even still, they're really nice suits. Like, I really, really like the photo book, even though it's not my fashion preference. So we got version 3. This one is, it's more of a reddish orange in person, but I feel like it's showing up pure orange on camera. Again, the 3 circles, like the 3 dots on a die. Again, the spine says version 3. And the back. This is the one that I liked the best from the teasers, so I'm super excited to look through this. I got Hyungwon for the ornament this time. And for the poster, hopefully it's gonna be someone different. I got Minhyuk! Oh, that's awesome. Now let's look through the lyrics book. I really can't believe these are all totally different too. Like, I don't expect that. I really don't. They really impressed me with this packaging. Yeah, I love this photo shoot. They're like on an expensive private flight in leather jackets. It's gorgeous. I sound like broken record, but Minhyuk, just so gorgeous. I can't. Okay, we've got all of our random goodies. So I once again got Ju Honey for my photo card. I told you they loved me. And Hyungwon, a duplicate of Hyungwon for the larger card. But that's okay, because I have more albums coming. So it's not that big of a deal to get a dupe. And then, oh, I got Minhyuk and Shonu for my unit card. Classic Shohyuk. Again, very cute. And again, even the stickers are different. And now for the photo book, which I'm realizing I didn't show you the spines or the backs of any of these. That's what the spine looks like, and the back just has the MONSTA X logo on it. Yeah, they just have this like rich, threatening aura in these photos that I love. Like, you owe them money for being in their presence. Which I guess when you think about it, that's kind of how concerts work, huh? So gorgeous. Again, starting off with Shonu. I just realized these have been not quite in age order, because Hyungwon and Ju Honey were switched up, but almost in age order every time. They've shown you a bit of a wet hair look. And again, full leather outfit, jacket and pants. Very rock star. On his private flight. And this time they switched the units up a bit. They did 3 and 3. So it's Jonghyun, Shonu, and Joohoney this time. The irony, those are the 3 members with stage names. And I call Shonu and Joohoney by their stage names, but Jonghyun is Jonghyun. Even the members don't call him I am anymore. So yeah, we're really switching the order up here. So we have Joohoney. That is so cool. Definitely not a face mask you should be wearing out in public right now, but for fashion, it's gorgeous. Yeah, the vibe of this photo shoot is just so rock star. I love it. It's so cool. And again, these photo books are all super thick too. You get so many photos per member. Well worth the money, these albums. Also the golden pineapple in the corner. Jonghyun is so gorgeous. I keep saying it, but he is. Look at it. Just the vibes are just immaculate. I feel like this concept in particular suits him so well. Then another group photo before we switch to the second unit. So we're starting with Minhyuk this time. Again, I don't have much to say except he's so gorgeous. I love his outfit. I love his leather jacket. And he just has such charisma that just fits this concept so well. And of course, the other unit is Minhyuk, Hyungwon, and Kihyun. We have Kihyun's photos next. I don't know why he has, it looks like jewelry in a glass. You definitely can't drink that. Oh, this was so cool. One of the teasers was either this picture or something similar to it. He's got like this red, I don't know if it's an apple or what it is, but it's like glass. But it looks like he's trying to take a bite out of it. It's so gorgeous. It makes me think of like Snow White poison apple vibes, especially with his like pale skin and black hair here. Very Snow White. I love it. He's raising his glass for a toast, and the 18 in me just wants to go, come bad like a thunder. Which, you know, I feel like MONSTA X would kill a cover of that song, thinking about it. I'd like to see it. It's never happened, but I'd like to see it. Again, just the way that he's lounging is just, he owns this plane. The vibes of this photo shoot, man, they're so good. Still don't understand the golden pineapple, but you know what? Luxury. Your one just kind of looks like an emo kid. Like he's their like emo son or something. I don't know. Beautiful though. I love the detail on that neckline there. Oh wow. That is so stunning. With the chains just like draped across his face or like that. That is possibly the most gorgeous page in this whole photo book. And this is a great photo book. So that's some really high praise. Oh, he's got the little glass thing too. Yeah, I don't know what that is. There's something about his vibe here that reminds me of Hotaru from Sailor Moon. Because she always wore those black turtleneck sweaters and had like the short black hair. It's very that. I love that. She was always one of my favorite Sailor Moon characters. Oh, fine, a complete vibe switch at the end here. Now they're all smiling and laughing. It's like they were playing these really intimidating characters of the first part of the photo book. It's like that's how people think MONSTA X are, and this is how they really are. They're really not scary, even if people think they are. Looks like we finished with some solo shots this time instead of unit photos. Oh wow, again, Hyungwon with that jewelry. That's so gorgeous. Oh, no, we actually finished with a group photo. That's my one complaint about these photo books is the crease. Some of the photos, you can't really see the whole thing because of how it's bound. But other than that, yeah, these are fantastic. And then finally we have version 4, which I will admit was my least favorite based on the concept photos. But it's this really gorgeous bright green color, which makes me think of their Connect album, which was a similar black and green color scheme. And that is one of my favorite MONSTA X albums, so I'm always excited about anything that reminds me of that. And again, the 4 circles on the front, like the 4 side of a die, and then the 4 dice at the corner there. And that is the spine, and as you can see, this one did get a little bit damaged in transit, but it was the only one, so that's not too bad. That's the back, and the other side. And again, put the photo book to the side. Oh, I got Jungkyun for the ornament. So I'm just missing Kihyun's out of my bias line. So that's not too bad for my first set of albums. Pretty decent pulls. And then for the poster, let's see. I got Yeon's. So a different poster in every album. Pretty good odds. I know sometimes when there's items like that that aren't different among the different versions, you can get duplicates just from ordering the different versions together. So I'm pleased that that wasn't the case this time. And then the lyrics book. Oh, I love the way the green looks there on the more papery pages. Oh yeah, that's a gorgeous shade of green. That like mint color. Very pretty. And again, much like the Suits photo shoot, it's still a good photo shoot. It's not my favorite styling wise, but the photos still look gorgeous. I'm just not a big fan of Suits. Okay, the thing I was talking about getting a lot of duplicates, yeah, that is what happened with these larger cards, because I got another Hyungwon. So I got 3 out of 4 Hyungwons. But hopefully I will have better pulls in my next set of albums. If not, hopefully I can trade. And then for the photo cards this time around, I got Jungkyun and Juhoney for my unit. And that is such a super cute card with him smiling like that. Very, very cute. And the backs. I love that they did handwritten messages this time. I always like photo cards that have their handwriting on the back. That's always been like my one thing that I wish MONSTA X Photocards had. Like, I liked when they all had the playing card back. I liked the consistency of that, but I missed like handwritten messages or signatures. And then stickers, and it's a CD. Again, still can't believe those lyrics books and CDs and stickers are all totally different. Usually that's where groups will kind of cheap out and just print the same thing over and over. Love that they didn't do that. Again, the color's just not showing correctly on camera. In person, this is a much deeper shade of green. On camera, it's looking really minty. Not sure why there's such a discrepancy there today. This page is showing a little truer to tone. Again, we've got our table of contents and the group photo. Once again, we are starting with Shonu. This photo shoot has a much more minimalist makeup look as well, which is a change of speed. I feel like it's not something you see a whole bunch in K-pop, but I personally am someone who tends to prefer bolder, dramatic eye makeup. So again, it's not my personal favorite styling, but the photos are gorgeous, undeniably. This almost reminds me of some of the modeling they did for like the Tony Moly skincare, just with how like clean and natural it looks. We have different units here as well. It's Youngwon, Shonu, and Minhyuk, it looks like. So next we have Minhyuk. Again, so pretty. I keep saying that, but it keeps being true. They're also barefoot, which is an interesting choice. In suits, but barefoot. We've got Hyungwon. And this was the photo shoot that the larger card photos are from. So this Hyungwon look is very familiar to me by now. I've seen it 3 times. I feel like maybe I'd like this more if they weren't on like this plain background. I feel like it makes some of their suits really just like blend in. Next we have Kihyun. Yeah, like Kihyun's pictures I like because his suit is a darker color, so it stands out really nice against the light background. That was a good choice. Like, here's a great example of what I'm talking about. Joohoney's is also darker, but Chunghyun's is white, so it almost blends in with the light background. I wish they'd either dressed them all in darker suits or given them a different background. But I get that the like light background is meant to go with the like lightning clean concept. So it's like I get what they're going for. It just there's some cases here that I feel like it works better than others. Next we have Joohoney. content warning in the description for feet, because I feel like there's a lot of bare feet in this photo book. If you strongly dislike bare feet, this is not the photo book for you. And then, apparently, this is Changhyun's thing now. Having a jacket, like, half open with no shirt under it. Because he did the same thing in one of the Fatal Love photo shoots. I guess it's just his thing now. But I mean, hey, he looks gorgeous and you gotta admire that kind of confidence, you know? Love, love, love photos where you can see idols' tattoos. And I love his wrist tattoo. It's so pretty. I kind of want to get a wrist tattoo of one of their older logos. But I'm scared of the pain, because I don't have a great pain tolerance. I'm also really bad at picking at stuff. And I've heard that, like, you really, really have to strongly not pick at tattoos or you'll ruin them. And I'm afraid I won't have that self-control. That's not related to anything. His wrist tattoo just reminded me of it. I do think it's interesting how, like, none of them have earrings except Jonghyun, which is a really interesting styling choice. Actually, I think Hyungwon does as well. I just couldn't tell. But most of them don't have earrings. A couple of them do. So we got some unit photos again. Shonu and Minhyuk and Hyungwon. And Kihyun and Juhoney and I.M. And then another group photo. And yeah, I'm really bad about looking at page counts for photo books. But this is page number right there. This is 127 pages. That's a really, really solid photo book. Especially for this being a mini album and a smaller sized album. I feel like you don't see that super often. Yeah, I really don't have any complaints about this album, which is wonderful. I'm like super satisfied with everything about them. But that is it for today's K-pop haul. I hope you enjoyed. If you'd like to see more K-pop hauls or unboxings like this one, you can check out the other videos on my channel. And if you like what you see, please feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.